Today, we're headed to the local makerspace with a short little project that highlights a clever bit of carpentry that has no waste material and results in a shape that appears to be cut from within a much larger piece. I started with some leftover S4S black walnut from a standing desk project that we'll use a small part of for today. Initially, when I was laying out my dimensions, I was thinking of making this as a candle itself that I could pour a soy wax mix in with, a wick, and burn as is. But as my lovely wife pointed out, a wooden candle might not be the best idea, especially with as small a cross-sectional area as this one has. It'll still make for an alright taper candlestick holder, or even just an ornamental piece though. So to get our square stock, we'll start with a cross cut on the chop saw and a rip on the table saw. If we were making a table leg or something like that, we could move right on to the bandsaw step. In this case though, I wanted an empty column in the center of the part, and wanted to save myself the headache of drilling a foot-long hole perfectly lined up and straight so as not to clip through the side walls. So to do this, I used a router table and a cove router bit to make a quarter circle shaped gully on each of the soon-to-be inner corners of the part. With that done, we can head to the bandsaw to make our compound cuts. The shape can be entirely free-handed, and there are some neat effects you can make, such as swoops and shelves if you swing the cut back towards the top instead of exclusively going top to bottom. But in this case, I wanted to go for a nice and simple sinusoidal shape for this one. After the first cut, you can tape or tie the halves back together, then do the same thing through the other face. The result is 4 pieces, which when puzzle pieced together, make the original square stock. If you then take each piece and rotate it clockwise 180 degrees and put them back together, you get your final shape, which has a uniform cross-sectional area throughout the whole vertical direction. Then it's a matter of flipping and gluing, first each half together, then each of the halves, waiting a couple hours for the glue to dry, then back off to the makerspace once more for fit and finish on the bench sander. Unfortunately, I'm still not used to pausing to document every step of the process when I work, so it slipped my mind to take any photos or videos of these last steps, so I'll just leave you with the final result. You can do this trick with any stock that's got an even number of sides in its cross-sectional area. It doesn't even need to be regular shape either, so rectangular stock works just fine, though the end result will look a little bit flatter from one direction, of course. Anyway, that's it for today. Until next time, stay creative.